For our ethnographic study, we chose the Dane County Farmers Market to be our location of observation. We spent 3 hours on a Saturday afternoon observing the interaction between buyers, sellers, and groups of people making spending decisions. We observed that physically handling money and splitting costs are the two main problems when conducting transactions. We also observed out-of-order ATMs or long lines here and at certain popular booths. Our interviews reviewed specific money problems from both sides of the transaction. Consider Farmer John. After a typical day, he leaves the market with several $1,000s in small bills which could be easily lost or stolen. On the other hand, customer Cindy seldom carries cash, thus she must visit the ATM during the market. By 11 o'clock, she is out of money yet wants to continue shopping. After analyzing the data collected, we decided to focus on creating a system for smoother transactions. The aim was to solve 3 key breakdowns: handling of physical money, running out of physical money, and issues at the ATM. Our 3 design ideas aim to solve these breakdowns in very separate ways. Our first and easiest idea was to utilize the market's already existing gift certificate program. Currently, customers may purchase certificates in $5 increments, but only by mail order. Adding a way to purchase these online would be a simple solution and utilize the system already in place. Our second idea involves placing automated kiosks around the square. These kiosks would allow you to search for and select items. Once selected, you would prepay and the kiosk would print a receipt, which you could redeem at the seller's booth for your items. Our final idea was to build a phone-based barcode scanner and payment processing app. After logging in, a buyer will scan an item from a seller's booth. They can update the quantity and total cost as shown. You may add as many items as you like in this fashion. Once you finalize your selection, a unique QR code displays on screen which the seller scans to initiate the payment. Both parties confirm and the buyer is sent a receipt. This app clearly requires a secure back-end payment processor that links to the accounts of both parties. After our initial design, we evaluated it based on the 10 Nielsen heuristics. All reviewers identified several major issues and various smaller ones. Certain screens were missing back buttons, leaving the user potentially trapped with no way to undo an action. We failed to include a final review screen before checkout, which would allow users to correct mistakes or edit selection if they change their mind. Also, our app allows for both a buyer and seller mode. However, this could lead a buyer down a path they have no reason to follow. Our next phase of design would be to fix these critical errors and add some more helpful functionality. Ideally, our app would contain a search feature to find certain items or sellers. Our interviews also showed people are budget conscious at the market, so adding a budget feature would be a welcomed improvement. We would also implement an inventory tracker for sellers to view logistical reports and make sure there was a way to access help and set up an account from inside the app itself.